Now, when Cortland arrived, Melly was already there at the house. Is that reasonable doubt?
Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. Bruce Rivers, he's the criminal lawyer. And what he do? And it's gonna react to all the self-snitching.
This is Bruce Rivers, Criminally Reacts. I am a board-certified criminal defense lawyer, and we are going back-to-back coverage of the Melly trial. Today is his best friend testifies to defend him. Well, and I haven't seen this, so we'll see what it is. But I'm coming to you with my Pearl Handle pistol cufflinks with our content genius behind the camera and behind all the ideas in this channel, Michael Rivers. But before we get to that, we're brought to you by eSign.com. eSign.com, a very effective way to remotely do business. So, for example, if you have a power of attorney or a bill of sale, like my grandma just bought a motorcycle, and I don't know how she bought a motorcycle, especially since I have power of attorney, but she called the dealership and they just e-signed a document over to her. She's super savvy with the computer. And they download the app, you get 3 free signatures a month, and away you go. It's a very easy and quick way to remotely do business. So, eSign.com. If it's not eSign, no one signs. Let's just get right into this because, I don't know. This is almost in the form of character evidence. I don't know what the heck he's going to say. I don't know what he could possibly say, but it doesn't seem like they are really calling that many witnesses.
Who was the last person to get out of the red Mitsubishi to go inside the house?
Trayvon. He was in the car still asleep.
He was in the car asleep when you got to his house?
Yeah.
Did you see where Melly went?
To his room.
And where was his bedroom?
When you first walked in the houses.
So this is a witness, aside from being the friends told him, he sees them right after the homicide. So, pretty kind of important.
House.
2.
Where did you go? Where did Dontavius Withers go? I'll break it up.
Thank you.
Do you know where?
Compound question. You can't ask a question that's got 2 answers. So, where did you go after you put on the hat and you went to the store? And, when you have a bunch of different things in the question, you can't ask it that way.
Dontavius Withers went?
To his room upstairs.
Do you know where Trevon Glass went?
To the room upstairs.
Do you know where Jacoby Mills went?
He slept by me.
So the 4 of you went upstairs,
Yeah.
correct? And this young man went into his bedroom.
Yes.
Rephrase.
Where did this young man go? So she just objected to objection leading. She probably could have let it go. But leading questions are, isn't it true that he went upstairs, as opposed to where did he go? So the witness has got to come up with the answer as opposed to yes or no.
How many people went upstairs to go to sleep?
3.
And you?
Yeah.
That would be
Me, Jacoby, Melly. Well, no. Melly was downstairs in his room. Me, Jacoby, Fetty, and Tate. So 4 of us.
okay. And Melly went to his bedroom.
Yes.
Did there come a time in the early morning hours that you were woken up and heard some distressing news?
Now this is critical because this is right during the time in question. And the jury on this one is probably on the edge of their seat.
Yes.
What did you hear?
That second Julie was shot.
When you heard that, did you see Melly in the house?
Yes.
Did you see Melly how he was dressed in the house?
Yes.
What was he wearing?
Shorts and a t-shirt, I think.
Okay. Upon hearing that sack and juvie, and I really should use the correct names, Anthony Williams and Christopher Thomas were shot. What did you guys do?
We were already dressed and stuff, so we just left with Fredo's house.
Was anybody upset or crying?
Yeah, we all were crying.
I think a good question. Where was Melly before this? And how did Melly even know about this?
Man crying?
Yes.
Are you sure of that?
Positive.
And where'd you go?
Fredo's house.
That would be Fredo Bang.
Yeah.
Do you know Fredo Bang's real name?
No.
Frederick Gibbons, by any chance?
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
Did there come a time after you got to the house of Fredo Bang that Cortland Henry showed up?
Yes.
Did Cortland Henry tell you what happened?
Yeah, he said it was a drive-by.
All right. Did Cortland Henry tell you what happened? Now, you remember that the state's already played his statement. So if he comes in and says it's a drive-by, not Mr. Davis, but Mr. Henry, and he says, well, he told us it was a drive-by, is it hearsay? Hearsay is a statement other than the declarant offered for the truth of the matter asserted. That's what hearsay. And hearsay is inadmissible unless there's a certain exception. One could argue that they're not offering it for its truth.
When Cortland Henry arrived at Fredo Bang's house, was Melly there?
Yes.
Now, when Cortland arrived, Melly was already there at the house. Is that reasonable doubt?
Did you eventually leave that house?
Yes.
Approximately what time did you leave that house?
I really don't remember.
Where'd you go?
Back to Jamel's house.
Who went with you?
Me, Trayvon, Jacoby, and Fetty.
By the way, when you first learned that Anthony Williams and Christopher Thomas were shot at the house with Melly, did anyone get on the phone?
Yeah.
Did anyone have any problem locating their phone?
Yes.
Who was that?
Jamel.
Oh, now he can't find his phone. Somebody else texted, I did that. Curiouser and curiouser.
When I backed up for a minute, you were telling the jury that you went back to Melly's house.
Mm-hmm.
You got an answer, yes or no? She
Yes.
She can't take down, shaking your head. How'd you get in?
The door was unlocked.
Oh, now its door's unlocked to Melly's house. So, having trouble finding his phone. He's not with Cortland Henry, and his door's unlocked.
Were you aware whether or not Melly had a contractual agreement to do a video shoot that day?
Yeah, it was something like that. I know he probably would have lost a lot of money if he didn't go to the music video. He was upset.
Was Melly crying at Fredo Bang's house?
Yes.
Were you crying?
Yes.
Because you all grew up together.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Did you, in fact, tell this what happened on October 25th and 26th to this particular prosecutor?
Yes.
Meaning, I told them all this, but they didn't call me as a witness. What are they hiding?
Were any of us, any of the lawyers present?
Objection, relevance.
Sustained. When you try a lot of cases, you can kind of see how things are going to go.
Did you tell the prosecutor when you spoke to the prosecutor? Were you under oath,
Yes.
sworn to tell the truth?
Yes.
Are you 100% sure?
Objection, asked and answered.
I don't know.
She's got to let him get the fucking question out.
That Melly got into the red Mitsubishi to go home.
Yes.
Are you 100% sure that this young man learned of the shooting of his friends at the exact same time you learned of it?
Yes.
That's an alibi witness. So he just asked him two questions that, if believed, could exonerate him. So that's one of the reasons why I think they're not putting on a big dog and pony show.
And that was at the house.
Yes.
Are you 100% sure that when people were getting on the phone, that this young man was looking for his phone to call people?
Yes.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Let's sum up Mr. Davis's testimony. I mean, he testified about a lot of stuff, right? Just how he knew everybody and he's their friend. He testified about three key factors. One, that Melly got into the red car, not the other one. That Melly was home when he found out about the death of his two buddies. And the third thing is that he was looking for his phone. His phone wasn't anywhere near him. My gosh. So that will all be tied into the closing arguments that they'll probably do tomorrow or the next day. So if the jury believes Davis, he could be acquitted. But for them to believe Davis, you would have to disregard all of the other evidence. Or would you? Tell us what you think in the comments. I'm Bruce Rivers, board-certified criminal defense lawyer with our content genius, Michael Rivers. Make sure you subscribe, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, sign up for Patreon, and we'll see you next time here on Criminal Lawyer Reacts.
Bruce Rivers just broke down your case. He know all the charges that you about to face. You ain't coming home till 2058. That self-snitching gon' get you put away. Bruce Rivers just broke down your case. He know all the charges that you about to face. You ain't coming home till 2058. That self-snitching gon' get you put away. 23-hour lockdown, police is at my god.